Am I the asshole for telling my cousin she can't run off to do her own things when she was late to dinner on my bachelorette trip? Honestly, if it's something that is very important and that you cannot do twice, not the bachelorette, like, fudge you for your bachelorette. I don't feel like it's one of those things that is so important that everybody got to stop to live their life. I understand that it does not happen often, but you might marry again in the future, you know? So, here, if it's something that is like bigger than a bachelorette and you say you should be with me instead of doing your thing, I'll be mad at you. Let's go. Throwaway. This kind of blew up into a bigger thing and my sister said I should post on Am I the Asshole? Oh, so it's on recommendation of the other person. I love that. I'm 30 female getting married soon and went to New York for my bachelorette party trip recently. There were 8 of us, including my cousin Hele, who's one of my bridesmaids. We were only there for a couple of days and there were a few different things we wanted to do. Also, I only asked people to pay for their flight and hotel share. I paid for everything else. Okay, fair. I guess you paid for a little extra. I made early dinner reservation with everyone for our last night and we were going somewhere else after. Hele mentioned that day she wanted to go visit a cemetery to pay her respect. And it was to visit her late husband. I said okay, but be back in time to go to dinner. Reservation for 5 and it was already 4:30. Okay, but Hele wasn't back at the hotel. A couple of us called, but she didn't pick up and she sent a text saying that she was running late and she would meet us at the restaurant. She ended up coming up at 6. Okay, I will guess that maybe she got a little bit too much into the grievance, and this is totally possible. I talked to her about being so late and managing her time better. Hele made an excuse, but I replied this was supposed to be a girl's trip, not so she can go run off and do her own thing without thinking of anyone else. She got pretty upset and we flew back the next day, but she kept quiet. And my sister said she saw her crying. I did text her later, but she left it unseen. My sisters think I shouldn't have said that to her, but a couple of other girls agreed Ellie shouldn't have been late. I get the feeling when I read that we're basically reading a you know, high school girl kind of problem. No, but she was late to my thing, so like I'm not sure if she's still my best. Like these kind of shit that you're like, we're talking about grown adult. Why is it that important? Like she came for a trip with you. Suppose it was for like probably a whole weekend. This is the kind of shit that do happen. So you go on a trip. She's missing like 1 hour of one dinner because she had to go pay respect to her late husband at a cemetery. Like she's grieving and you're putting pressure onto her. I am very confused on where should priority be here? Like how much important it is for that hour to be spent specifically with the bachelorette. How much did she suffer from the absence of one of her person? Why did the other had to be like added to that counting? Very super confused about like how is it important? And welcome in Twitch Noob. How's it going? I'll go for it. You're the asshole, but I go for it just because that feels a little entitled. You would have paid for the restaurant. This is what I understand. And for like some of the fun that people would have there, but they still paid for their flight. Like if she wants to go spend 3 hours of her time to grieve. This is my feeling. That's my whole feeling. How? What? Let her do. That's all I have to say about that. That's going to be that short. And Twitch Nub,